Ever had someone in your team acting like this? Well, that's what we have in 14, called a Black Mage. These bad-fashion magicians are this game's most powerful forces, with track records like standing and stupid while blowing shit up.
If you want that,
not moving.
you're gonna have to hit
I'm gonna stand and stupid for this. I'm doing the one thing Black Mages shouldn't be doing. But hey.
Standing and stupid.
Yes. Hey, we killed the boss. I stood in stupid and I didn't die.
Yeah. Good job, you.
Good job, you.
Good job, stupid. You stood in stupid. Stupid.
Killing enemies before anyone can have a chance. Teetering at the top of first and second place in terms of DPS.
And they'll destroy us all to make it happen! Destroy us all! Destroy us all! Destroy us all! Destroy us all! I'll take the chicken.
And too far away when AoE heals pop off. And even when they stand in a pool of their own blood while desperately flinging fireballs at a mass of ignorant heavy bodies, you're welcome. They are some of, if not the most powerful job in Final Fantasy history, being defined perfectly as glass cannons. With numbers so high and literally focus on magic damage, they make other jobs, 1, confident that the monster will die soon, and 2, squint because their spell animations are fucking bright. Black mages are fun and must be handled with care, but did you know they were created for something entirely different in 14 rather than being weapons of mass destruction? You did? Well, shut up. I'm going to explain it anyway. Black mages weren't always called black mages in the beginning. They were called wizards simply, since all other jobs had special quips. But then variations of the job started to circulate, like mage, archmage, grand wizard, magician, sage, alchemist, you name it. All these jobs and occupations were exemplified in our good old grandfather game, Dungeons & Dragons, and basically evolved over time, where telling them apart was difficult. Translating that into Final Fantasy, they made it simple and easy to remember, calling them black mages, because the guy in the robe always had a black face and now my video's demonetized. Damn it! Nonetheless, these dark-cladded fireflingers were immediately recognized due to their design, a pointed hat for fashion and usual blue so they didn't blend into the game's background, because without the blue, they'd look like this and I would seriously have some questions for Japan. So throughout Final Fantasy, black mages had this look, or was a specific class of magic that the playable characters used in battle. Since not all games in the entry had the look of pointy-hatted black spheres in a robe, a bunch just had the spells as a separate attack for varied characters in the series. 1, 3, 5, 9, and 14 are the only ones that had the specific look while also having the specific job. 11 and 10 too also being counted as jobs found rather than character roles. But as y'all may have known, they had the defining feature of being the lowest in terms of health while blowing shit up on the field as a sort of makeup for their fragility. And as everyone should have known, putting your mage in the back row is kind of mandatory. It keeps them out of stupid and it makes you look less stupid. Outright my favorite black mage in the series is Vivi. He's a shy, polite kid whose entire story is basically the game, really hitting home on the fragile type in Final Fantasy IX. Vivi was supposed to be a mindless weapon created by Queen Fatass to wreak havoc across the continent. He, however, was lucky enough to be a defect and gained a mind and soul, finding his own freedom by the way of an old Q named Quan, who literally raised him just so that he could eat him. However, after having a change of heart, or maybe he didn't taste so well when he licked him, I guess, Quan started seeing Vivi as his son and adopted him, for reals this time, and taught him about the world. I guess he lost interest in that delicious looking center. I think it would have tasted like blackberry or something. When Quan died, Vivi left for Alexandria, where he bumps into a rat kid on his way to sneak into the Tantalus theater show at the start of the game. And throughout his adventure, Vivi learns of his true identity, very easily I may add, and also finds out that he was basically on a timer after meeting other black mages who also gained their mind and soul. And as tragic a story Vivi's life was, he wasn't deterred from doing the right thing, and even helped in the direst of emotional situations, like how Zidane finds out that he was basically the same as Vivi, but much worse, being told he was the chosen one, a chosen replica with massive power, and was sent to another planet to essentially bring it doomsday, thus the reason he was called the Angel of Death by his own creator. Nonetheless, Vivi, and by a very short margin, Lulu from 10 are my favorite black mages in the series thus far, Vivi being so relatable, and Lulu for just being the best character in the game, next to Auron of course. 14's Black Mage is part of a dying breed of job that has long been forbidden due to how dangerous they were. Originating in the long-dead Magi War, the art of black magic was created by one Shatoto from the city-state of Mach, a nation who delved into forbidden and dark arts involving the summoning and control of Void Scent. Black magic was thought to have been made to make it easier for one to control Void Scent and wrest in control from the other nations. However, black magic was not created at all for that, but instead for saving the entire world from a massive comet which had set itself to impact the very star you tread upon. Like, no seriously, Shatoto created black magic to blow up a space rock, and the rest of the world decided it was for conquering other nations. It's politics for you, right? Talk about using a gift for the wrong reason. And because the rest of the nation wanted to conquer the continent, this led to 3 things happening for which changed the world forever. 1. The War of the Magi, for which devastated the land, causing nature itself to retaliate and bringing forth a catastrophic flood. This also led to the Void Scent Queen being held on the Void Ark, which we already rated. 2. After the calamity, a sect of black mages and a sect of white mages found themselves stranded on an unknown continent without any means of escape. They decided to work together, eventually leading to a union, erasing their hostilities and evidently making offspring. This also led to the combination of their 2 separate arts, mixing black and white magic for what is now known as red magic. 3. Black magic had to be erased from history for how dark and destructive it was. It would take some centuries for it to resurface. So basically, if it weren't for you, the art may have died out a long time ago, and because Shatoto knew of the impending doom that is the comet, she prepared a slice of her soul to take over a susceptible host in the future when the comet would make its circle back to Heidelin. Talk about scary powerful, Shatoto was recorded as being the most powerful black mage in history, and if she's supposed to be the direct reference to Shantoto from Final Fantasy XI, well, they did a darn good job making her exactly like the deranged mage.
To be on the menu at such a grand venue. I'll say it straight, we were their bait.
We were?
They forgot that since I'm on your team, we'll foil their crude scheme.
You think to keep the gate from being prized open?
You've both the garb of a jester and the wit of one. I could laugh at you for days before being done.
Minus the rhyming, of course. A good change in my opinion. Black mages in 14 are very simple to use for the most part. Early in levels, they basically only use fire, ice, and thunder for constant damage. I mean, they really don't do anything other than spit magic on monsters and not paying attention to their own health. But as they grow in levels, they also become more powerful, having better ways to transition to and from fire and ice. Black mages become more capable of dishing out spells much faster as well. By the time you're done with Black Mage, you're already using fire magic like 7 times in a row, along with somehow never losing MP due to their MP regen while under Umbral Ice. And Astral Fire becomes how high the video game, because those numbers are all you're going to be focused on. How high are those numbers, buddy? In my experience, I've had more than enough Black Mages just sitting there, like a lost turtle, literally staring at the orange circle, possibly thinking about something stupid. calm on the matter, please stop standing it stupid, because I'm not gonna save your ass if you're just being dumb with the dumb monster attacking you. I mean, yeah, I'm a tank, but there is such thing as a targeted attack. I can't save you from that, so just don't stand it stupid, please. I'm begging you. What, do you guys think that we like getting hit, or stacking with you with that symbol over your head? No, we have to do it because we need to keep you alive. But if you're going to kill yourself because you think you could do so much more damage by getting into the orange circle or attacks, and you just want to get that damage, and you die, and the healer is rezzing you, and I'm not getting healed, well, okay, I'm not protecting you, alright? And if the healer says, you know what, screw you, you could stay dead, that's less damage, which doesn't work out, right? And you're a black mage. I expect everything to be incinerated. You know, extra crispy with a side of scrambled eggs. I have to say the fashion these mages have are pretty sharp. At one point, I was wearing something of a suit. Now I'm wearing this garbage. But I can honestly say, with no doubt in my mind, as I say these words right now, y'all guys need to fucking move. So that's it. That's Black Mage, pure and simple. I think I'll tackle Dancer next time. You know, Shadowbringers is coming in hot, and oh boy. Oh boy. Oh, I like it. But perhaps you have suggestions. Leave those in the comments below. And remember to sub if you haven't. Take care, you guys. And remember, move. Move. No, like, move. And if I can emphasize this more, Piccolo?
Ah, bitch! Get out the way! Get out the way, bitch! Get out the way! Ah, bitch! Get out the way! Get out the way, bitch! Get out the way! Ah, bitch! Get out the way! Get out the way, bitch! Get out the way! Ah, bitch! Get out the way! Get out the way, bitch! Get out the way! Nerd!
What?
Any second now.
What are you gonna teach me today? A brand new technique? High sense energy?